two different coupons for you. One coupon straight up gives you $20 off the price of whatever you're buying. $20, that's it. The other coupon is 20%. What does percent mean again? Let's review what, I didn't leave a blank page right there. What is 20%? Who can help me out? Remember what we wrote on those papers last week? I don't like that little mark. What does percent mean? Well, actually, we were just talking about this morning. What does percent tell us? What's the per part and what's the cent part? Yeah, we got division from the per part. What's the cent part tell us? Close. How many years in a century or cents in a dollar? Ooh, close. Hundreds. We might want to write this down again if we're a little iffy about remembering percent work right now. Sure, 20%. What percent tells us is for every 100, right? We wrote that down on a page of notes that you can pull back out and use if you would like to use again. So when you're comparing, and you guys can talk with each other while you go, I would actually like you. Actually, let's do this. We're going to all pace with each other. Am I missing anyone still? That's all. Anyone still logging in? Let's chat with our partners at our tables. Let's see some answers here. Did I get this going? Okay. All right, everyone should be looking at this same screen. We're going to buy a blender. Which coupon do you want to use? 20% or $20? Talk with the person that you are sitting near. So Major, you can bump over and talk to Elias. Elijah, you can bump over and talk to Elias. You guys can all talk, or you're going to be stuck talking to me. So who's moving? You guys can all three get together, or two of you can get together, one of you can be stuck talking to me. You'll be stuck? All right, Elias and Elijah, your check. What do you think about what? 20% or $20? What do you think? Why is that? When could the 20% coupon use that?
So I guess that is a good thing to think about is what the price of it is, right? We don't know.
Keep thinking about it for a moment. I don't want us to talk as a class about this yet. I want you to talk to each other about this. Talk about that now. I have unsynced you. We will talk together in just a moment because I want to look something up. All right. Jimmy, pick a card. Liam, what do you think about the blender? 20% or $20? $20. Why?
Most blenders don't cost around $100, so $20 would be better.
So what do you think like the cost of a blender would be? Give me like an estimate. 30 to 80. So let's go like in the middle there. Let's say your blender is like $50. So you use the $20 coupon. You say you're saving $20. I guess I should label both of these. And what do you end up spending? Only like 30 bucks. If we think about the 20%, can you remember anything we did last week? It was actually referenced to a previous Phoenix student. They had come up with this method that they used for like all of their percent work.
Is it like the Charlotte method?
It was Rachel, but that's not the important part. What percent did Rachel like to reference? 10%. If we say the blender costs $50, this is $50, there's your price tag. What would 10% be? Yeah, because we can just divide by 10. 10% would be $5. How much would 20% be? 20% would be $10. So which is better, $10 or $20? Give me the $20 off, please and thank you. So now we're talking about a Prius. Pick a car. I just figured I'd start having you guys help me with this a little bit. It's fun when you pick yourself. Jackson, what do you think about with the car?
20% off because it says on this slide, it says $29,000. If you put $20 off of that would.
What do you mean it says on this slide? You're not on this slide, are you?
Slide 10.
Ooh. So if we all bump over here to slide 10, which actually I can just take you all with me, I'll save you some clicks. All right, sorry, go ahead, Jackson. What'd you say?
If you take $20 off of this, it'll still stay at $29,000, but 20% of $29,000.
All right, hold on. Let's do this together. If this car costs $29,000, which that's actually a little bit high, it's about 28. I just looked it up. So maybe this has a couple options. Maybe this has the sunroof. That is our 100%, right? That's the price of the car. What would 10% be in this situation? Jackson, I mean, this is your problem.
I figured out what it was with 20% off.
Well, let's do 10% first, which we said for 10%, we just kind of divide. Yeah, I want to pause you guys because I hear people still doing stuff. Hey, I'm teaching you this because it's actually really useful, like out in life. Like when we go to dinner and we want to figure out how to tip, this is how you're going to do it. Hey, Liam, I paused your activity, so unless you're doing something else, there's nothing to do on your Chromebook right now. To get 10%, we divide by 10, which really just bumps our decimal. So 10% here is $2,913.50. That's 10%. So what was 20%, Jackson?
It says something less than that.
Then I think we might have goofed up somewhere. So if we take this amount and double it, who's got a calculator and can double this? Right?
5,827.
5,827. So wait, would you rather $20 off or $5,800 off?
I think I'll take the 20.
Yeah.
For sure.
So wait, hold on. We can kind of do these together. Pick a card. Who'd you get? Clayton. What do you think with the spinner? Which coupon are you going to use?
It doesn't. I mean, a fidget spinner costs like 20, like $10, I think.
So if the fidget spinner costs $10,
$20, you get like free.
Clayton's walking out of here with cash in his pocket. Okay, that doesn't normally. If you get $20 off, they would probably just make it free. It'd be a sweet store if we could go get them to pay us, right?
Yeah.
Pick a card. Just one. Joshua, because you wrote your full name on that side of the card. Josh, what do you think? TV, which coupon?
So a TV usually costs a lot more than like $50. So I would say say 20% off since if you took off if TV's like on like hundreds, let's say.
Yeah.
So if you just took off $20, that would not be
Yeah.
efficient.
I expect you for.
Big TV for this much.
Elias picked himself. Elias, what do you think on the computer? What are you thinking on the computer? $20 off, 20% off. $20 off. What don't we know here that might be helpful?
The price.
Wow, you've been working on your ventriloquism, haven't you? You threw your voice across the room. It sounded like it came from over there. Wait, you know the price? Okay. What's the price of our computer?
Oh no, 1819. That one's for.
You were on the TV.
It's really expensive.
Here, let's all come here together. Because this is.
laptop
Oops,
feature.
not pause. That. Let's all come here together. If that is the price of the computer, what, Elias, what percent is this? The price they're showing me, what percent is that? If that's just the price on the tag, dude, we just talked about this morning. This is why I'm like picking on you. If that's the price, here's the computer, here's the price we want. What percent is that? It's 100%, right? So this is our 100%. To make sure everyone gets involved here. Major, how can I get back to 10%? Divide by what?
Why do you want to get back to 10%?
Stick with me. Stick with me. So if we divide by 10, I don't need a calculator. I don't need anything else. Hey Jackson, we're up here. I don't know what you're doing on your computer, but it's distracting me. So this tells us 10% is $18.90 because when we divide by 10, the decimal bumps.
Wow.
So what would 20%? Caroline, how do I get from 10% to 20%? Yeah, we times by 2. This would be 30, like $37.
$37.8.
So which is better, $20 off or $37?
$37 off.
$37 off. Everyone open a new tab. Open a new tab. Go over to Khan Academy. I think I assigned the quiz already. I think. Major, you're clicking weird like Google result searches. Like, yeah, just type it into your bar. Type it into the top bar. Hey guys, if you just search it, Google's getting weird with how they generate search results. You really need to start saving bookmarks for websites you go to like on the daily. You really need to start saving bookmarks.
I think Desmos, Con, and Phoenix.
Yeah, and I mean Schoology, but you have to be logged into Hello ID to get to Schoology. So then quiz. Hey guys, chill. I need everyone to take a deep breath in for 5 seconds. Now let's try again without making noises while we do it. So blow that one out. Let's try again without making noises. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. You just got your brain a bunch of extra oxygen. So you should be ready to go. Quiz 2 for rates and percentages. However, if you are behind on homework, you might want to try to get those done first. But you could go into the quiz, look at what it's going to ask you, because you can always pause the quiz and come back to it. But for the next 20 minutes, we're We're not singing songs. We're not making animal noises. We're not doing silly things. We're just working on math. If you need help, raise a hand. You got 2 teachers in the room who can come around and help you. But the first thing I'm going to do is hand you something to write with and write on. And by that I mean have you get out something to write with and write on. You can pull out any notes that you've taken. So the stuff we wrote down last week, you could pull that stuff out. The questions we did together, you could pull that out. That's all. And actually, you should work on it on your own time because you chose it. So I should work on something active. You do better up here. We have both figured this out. You do better up here. Get your head up off the desk. Hold on a second, Lakin. Hey guys, I'm gonna say this again.